Salvēte, omnēs. In the last lesson, we learned two very similar questions. Do you remember how to ask, do you have books? Habēsne, libros? And the other similar question was, do you have children? What was it? Habēsne, libros? Remember, this refers to the children of free people, hence the connection to liber, free or independent. And how did we say, do you also live in Rome? Tu ne quoque Romae habitas? And do you remember how to say, out of wood? E ligno. In this lesson's story, the house will be built out of stone, so we need to know e lapide. Adding an e is how we decline the ablative form for third declension nouns, so this sentence is now obvious. Porcus parvus suam domum e lapide aedificat. The little pig builds his house out of stone. And how do we say house made of stone? Domum lapideam. Do you remember how to say cat and cats? Felis et feles. Try to say now, the daughter collects stones. Fīlia lapidēs colligit. Can you figure out the next sentence now? The second half is a hint. Filius ad montem et lapidēs colligit. The son goes to the mountain and collects stones. A new adjective we need for the story is callidus. This means smart, wise, clever, etc. It doesn't have a connection to any English words, but maybe you can remember it by thinking, the smart person tells us what everything is called. Look at the next sentence. Quālis Canis callidus. What a clever dog. The word quālis can be used to say what a or such a, or it can also be used to ask what kind of. Quālis arbor est. What kind of tree is that? Keeping in mind that vivacious means lively and felicity means intense happiness, what do you think this sentence means? It will come at the very end of our story. Trēs Parvī Porcī feliciter vivunt. The three little pigs live happily. There are two common words for live in Latin. Vivere means to live one's life, and the other is habitare, which is more like to inhabit. What does the next sentence mean? Vive et disce. Live and learn. These are both in imperative form. But how do we say, I want to live in Italy? Voglio in Italia habitare. And try to guess what this sentence means. Arbores in sommo monte sunt. There are trees on top of the mountain. The word summus sounds a lot like the English summit, right? And sommo and monte are in the ablative form since we are speaking of where the trees are. Recalling that the verb iterate means to perform again and again, look at the next sentence. Iterum autumnis est. It is autumn again. Iterum is an adverb meaning again. And this? Tempta iterum. Try again. You can remember this word by associating it with attempt. The next sentence means the dog jumps. Canis salit. This has a tenuous connection to the word assault. It might help if you recall that to jump someone is a colloquial way to say assault someone. And in the next sentence, they're jumping into a body of water. What do you think it means? Omnēs in laku saliunt. Everyone jumps in the lake. The next sentence should be easy. Amicus meus īrātus est. My friend is irate, or angry. Remember, the verb to be is like an equal sign, so the adjective has to have the same form and gender as the subject. So try to say now, my mother is angry. Mater mea īrāta est. And how would we say, the girl is smart? Puella callida est. The counterpart to puella is puer, which means boy. This is a second declension noun and it conjugates just like discipulus, but it's like the US got removed in the nominative form. So instead of pueras, it's just puer. Try to say now, the boys are smart. Puerī callidis sunt. And how would we say, the boys and girls are irate? Puerī et puellae īrātī sunt. Because it's a mixed group, the adjective conjugates in the plural male form. The next sentence contains some words we learned a while ago, but do you remember how to say, the farmer can work? Agricola, laborāre potest. And what about the male teacher flees? Magister fugit. We're ready now for the conclusion of Trēs parvī porcī. Tertius porcus parvus, quoque domum aedificare valet, sed callidus est. Cavete dicit mater, et tertius porcus parvus exit. Ad montem et lapidēs colligit. Dende porcus parvus suum domum e lapide aedificat. Nunc magnus lupus malus venit, et domum lapideam videt. Lupus dicit, parve porce, licet ne mihi intrare? Nullum modo tertius porcus parvus clamat. Ergo magnus lupus malus inhalet et exhalet, sed domum non delere potest. Lupus clamat et inhalet et exhalet iterum, et primus et secundus porcus e lupo saliunt. Nunc lupus īrātus est et fugit, et Trēs parvī porcī feliciter vivunt. Did you understand what e lupo saliunt means? Jumps out of the wolf. So this sentence means the wolf screams and inhales and exhales again, and the first and second pig jump out of the wolf. I hope you enjoyed this story. See you next time. On Patreon, each story is consolidated in a single downloadable audio file, together with a full transcript and English translation. The example sentences used in each lesson are also included. There's a link below. Gracias!